I'm Jason Dagate, 879-1231 if you'd like to get involved, 879-1231. We were showing you all the local local top stories of the day. We also wanted to update you on the tropical storm that was Tropical Storm Emily. I know Martin mentioned it last night, and it is now no longer a tropical storm, as many of you may know, but if you haven't found that out yet, it's no longer a tropical storm. It may develop into something at some point later on, but most of the graphs are showing, in the predictions are showing that it'll go up towards the East Coast. So that's good news for now, and we just wanted to pass that along to you. And we'll continue to monitor it here at HTV, and if we hear anything, obviously we'll let you know as well. Let's go down the lines now. Thank you for calling. Welcome to Bayou Time.
Good afternoon, Jason.
Hi.
Hey, congratulations. You made a proud grandma and grandpa out there. They're real proud of you. I know they're real happy, too.
Well, that's right. Thank you very much for saying that. And my wife and I are very proud as well. And Emma Catherine is doing just wonderful.
But that's good. I don't know if you remember this, but I told you after you got married, you're going to be a daddy pretty soon.
You're right. You're right.
I don't remember if you remember that.
And we were wondering if it was going to happen, and we were blessed, and, you know, we could be more excited. Thank you.
I know y'all real proud, and I'm glad for y'all and everything else. Jason, I just want to comment on one thing about the economy.
All right.
I don't know if you noticed this. The economy starts going bad as soon as gas prices start going up. Energy starts going up.
Okay.
And as long as energy is high like it is, the economy will not get better. Because other things go, groceries go up, and everything else going up, and people's not going to buy. Because a lot of people ain't working, not working, they don't have work, and they ain't going to spend that little bit of money they got as long as the things are high. But I think what they should do, go down with the gas about $1.60 a gallon and hold it at it for 2 years, and I guarantee your economy is going to start getting better. People going to go back to work, other things going to start dropping, and I know it won't happen, because they won't do it. I don't know why, but they got a lot of oil and gas out there, Jason. There ain't no shortage. They're pulling people's leg if they're telling people that.
Right. So if I understand you right, you would like to see the federal government step in and just cap the price at a certain level?
Yeah. There's too much greed. And another thing they need to do, I hate to say this, they got to stop, go and get people from other countries and bring them here and put them to work and take other people's job away. And what they need to do, the young people that's on welfare, the government ought to open a training center, train them how to do a job. As soon as they train them how to do a job, they get a job for them, and they're going to have to work. If they don't want to work, you take them off of welfare.
Okay.
I mean, as soon as they start working, catch up with everything, they can cut them off of welfare. They're going to be paying taxes. They're going to be still paying Social Security. The economy is going to get better. And another thing, I know people ain't going to like what I'm going to say. They need to raise the minimum wage for how the way thing it is right now, at least $15 an hour. Give people a decent wage where they wouldn't have to be on welfare. Where they would matter of fact, Jason, government would get money back two ways. They would get money saved where they wouldn't have to get this welfare out. Another thing, they'll be getting taxes, Social Security money on people working. Well,
and they, you know, there are different sides of that argument. Let's say if you do raise the minimum wage that high, well then, you know, products and things of that nature are likely going to go up as well, because let's face it, the local grocery store who has to hire employees to run the market at $15 an hour, to use your example, that means, you know, they're going to probably have to raise their prices to cover their overhead. So you could have a negative effect from that as well.
You're absolutely right. Well, Jason, don't spoil that little girl, and congratulations. And I'm proud for y'all.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Welcome to Bayou Time. Thank you for calling.
Hello, Jason.
Hi.
Yeah, man, congratulations, bro.
Well, thank you very much.
Welcome to the real world.
You're right. You're right.
You got one to look after now.
That's right. That's right. Now, well, looking forward to it.
I'm glad for you, bro.
Thank you. Thank you.
Look, I was just watching this stock market.
Yes, sir.
Looks like things are going to get bad in this country.
Well, I hope not, because it dropped, you know, a couple days ago, it went over 200 points down. Today, over 500 points down.
This is about 9 days straight that this stock market is going down.
Right. And
if this ain't enough to wake Washington up, let's see what happens tomorrow. When these other countries start falling, we next. We in line. We're the next country to go down.
Do you think this is a direct result of the whole debt ceiling crisis that they were trying to work out and then ultimately just raising the debt ceiling?
The rest of the world is watching us. You know that. I mean, we one of the leaders. And when your leader can't get nothing straight, who's going to lead the rest of the world? If we messing up like we're doing in Washington, who's going to tell them how? Who's going to help them out?
So
who do you go down? They don't have nothing either.
Do you think, do you think it's Congress that needs? Obviously, they have to make these decisions. Do you think the leaders of each house should step up and start to say something, or do you think this is leadership that needs to come from the president? Who do you think needs to act at this point in time?
Well, Congress needs to act. The president can't do it by himself.
No, you're right.
They got to give him ideas. I mean, if he throws something out there and they don't want it, well, there's nothing he can do unless the House makes it, the House passes it, and then the Senate passes it, then they send it to him. But, I mean, he can say what he wants. That don't mean he's going to get it. Just like he said, he wanted the tax, let the Bush tax go. This ain't been working for 10 years. That's one of the reasons we're in the predicament we're in. And they need to cut, which I agree with the Republicans on. They need to cut. I mean, we've been spending money on wars and stuff all over this world, taking care of these other countries, and we don't get paid back, bro.
Right.
And they're not going to help us. I said that a couple years ago on this same station. When we're going to get in trouble, ain't nobody going to be there for us. And we studied 2 wars, and then another one we just on the tail end of it. No soldiers, thank God. I mean, nobody got killed in Libya. But, I mean, we got to start looking out for ourselves. And all these people coming into our country, and pretty soon they're going to be bombing us. Now, another thing you got to look what's going to happen. These people start running out of unemployment and stuff like that. You're going to have riots in the street.
Well, I hope it doesn't rise to that level.
Well, it will. I mean, when people get hungry and you don't have nothing to lose, you know what's going to happen, Jason. And it's coming. The Republicans said they was going to furnish jobs. They ran on that, right? 7 months ago. They've been in there 7 months, and not a one, Cantor, Boehner, or none of them ever mentioned jobs that I heard.
Let's go to the next caller. Hello, welcome to Bayou Time.
Yes, Jason, congratulations on your baby girl.
But thank you very much.
And I wanted to make a comment. I'm 50 years old, and when I was growing up, my mom and dad split up when we were very young. So my mom was working 3 jobs, and she was getting food stamps. But in those days, you had to pay like $10 on every $100 of food stamps.
Okay.
And everything. So maybe they should consider bringing something like that back. And another thing, all these people that's on Medicaid, that they getting pregnant like popcorn, and all, I think that after the second kid that Medicaid has to pay for, they should get a tubal ligation or something, get them fixed where the state has to stop paying for this, because they're not going to Chabert Hospital. They're going to the best paid hospitals that we can't even afford to go to. Well,
it's funny you raise that opinion, because there is a local, well, I shouldn't say local, there is a Louisiana legislator who has tried to pass a similar bill the last few legislative sessions. It hasn't been successful, and that is that, welfare recipients and things of that sort who keep having babies, they have a tubal ligation or their tubes tied or something of that notion. That was a bill that he had put forth, and it received a lot of criticism, but I guess you would be in favor of a bill such as that.
Yes, I would be, because I know one girl for sure in my area that's on her 6th kid, and it's from people from other countries, and it's 6 different daddies, and she's giving them away. Welfare takes her kids, gives them back to her. She's collecting welfare, food stamps, Medicaid, the whole 9 yards.
Wow.
And never worked a day in her life.
Cool. Well, that's a shame. That really is the same, especially when you have so many people out there who have trouble having babies and things of that sort, where you have other people that are just irresponsible when it comes to a very important issue and matter in our lives.
Yeah, well, this is like it's no problem to her because
there's no bigger responsibility than that. You're right.
She's going to the best doctors and everything, and we can't even afford that. And everything she's getting is free of charge.
Right.
And one more thing.
Sure.
They want to cut costs and everything else. I understand President Obama, that he's the president-in-chief, that, you know, for security and everything else. But all their family vacations, why doesn't he give the airline business, instead of having the taxpayers pay for the Air Force One for their private vacations? Mm-hmm. You know, why should we have to pay for him to go in his private vacations?
Well, we've heard that opinion as well, and the reason for that, I think, is national security. You want to make sure that it's well protected. You know, Air Force One, it was interesting because I watched something on the History Channel not too long ago, and they repeat it often, but it's about the history of Air Force One. You know, the amount of weapons that that plane actually has is really interesting to see. So I guess it's a matter of security that you would not have on a different thing. But I see what you're saying. You're saying it's fine if he's using it for government business, but if he's going, you know, take a personal vacation, you would like to see him fly, as we all would.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Or let him pay from his salary what it costs us for the trip to Air Force One.
All right. Thank you for the call.
Thank you.
All right. We appreciate it. Let's see. We have plenty of callers on the line. 879-1231 if you'd like to get involved. 879-1231. We do need to take a short break. When we return, we'll continue with your phone calls right here on Bayou Time.